Hey guys, I'm here to explain you about a very important information that banking professionals can move to which all kind of industries. Okay, for MNCs, I've already created a video. I would request you to go ahead and please take a look at it. That from banking related profession, how you can go to MNCs. Okay, now I'm going to explain you about apart from MNCs, what all kind of organizations, industries are there where you can go ahead. All right. This is really going to help you guys if you want to switch from banking to any other organizations. And let me tell you guys, if you just have 1 year of experience in banking, all these opportunities will be available to you. So understand the importance of your education, which is masters in banking, whatever that you're going to do, in case you're availing any kind of PO program, etc. And then if you just have, you are getting able to manage yourself for 1 year within the bank, and then what kind of opportunities you have. All right, see, first of all, after having 1 year experience, you're going to go to all kind of banks. Now don't ask me what all the banks. You can just go and Google it, all the banks in India, list of banks in India. You'll get all the list, and there'll be like so many small banks which you have not even heard about, and you can try in all of those. Apart from that, there are payment settlement bodies, which is like, say, RBI, you must be aware of, Reserve Bank of India, which is a regulator as well. Then there is NPCI, National Payment Corporation of India, which settles IMPS transactions, which are instant these days, right? And then there is a lot of other small institutes as well, which is like NABARD, which majorly deals with agri credit. Okay, see, now I'll tell you what is these are all banking related. Okay, where you can go after just 1 year. Also, you can switch. All right. Now see, every company or every organizations will have few departments. Okay, like for example, I'll tell you, they will have employees and they'll pay salary. Now salary, how it goes, it only goes into your savings account, right? Now that means every organization will make payment to a bank, and the bank will process it to their employees account. Got it? So see, every organization is not a bank, right? Like, so for example, say future industries, future like Pantaloon, etc. You have heard about, right? They have a lot of employees. Now say for example, they have 100 employees. Okay, now all 100 will have accounts. Say for example, they have account in HDFC Bank. Now what will happen is, future will give, say, salary for 100 people to HDFC Bank. Now HDFC Bank will process and will credit it to 100 accounts. Now in between that, there should be some POCs from this organization as well, right? From future, there will be sometimes some errors. There will be some new people who have not received their salary, etc., etc. So to solve these kind of problems, they need people who have banking knowledge, plus people who have worked in bank. They know all the entire payment cycle, right? So it becomes very easy. Now this is one of the department which is related to payments of salary. Okay, now this is very basic. Now second is, see, every organization will make sales and they will also purchase few things, right? That means sales will involve inflow of cash, purchase will involve outflow of cash. This needs to be tracked, managed, right, for large organizations, because there are a lot of sales which is happening, there's a lot of purchase which is happening, procurement, etc. Like, say for example, again, for retail outlets, if you go to any mall, you'll see a lot of people, huge cash counters, people just buying a lot of things, right? And the same way, then they also buy it from various vendors, providers, service providers and all, right? So they also make payments to them. Now who will manage all the payments? Bankers. Cool. All right. See, whenever an organization is operating, they need vendors, right? Like for example, say we have seen IT companies, right? There's a lot of cabs are going, dropping, picking, right? So you have to make payments to them. And see, an IT company is not expert in transport, right? So they'll hire a vendor. They'll take care of the entire pickup, drop, everything. So you have to just make say monthly payment of X amount. Now that payment needs to be taken care. And I'm just giving example about this, which is say transport. Okay, say for example, for ICICI Bank, you must have seen there is uniform for ICICI Bank, right? For boys, girls, for everyone. Now there must be some vendor who's providing all the clothes stitching, because bank is not doing all this stuff, right? So they have a vendor, they need to make payment. Likewise, say somebody is taking care of all the ATM networks, and like I said, Infosys is also one of the vendor to support for their IT infrastructure. Okay, like that, every organization will have vendors. to perform their different kind of services to support them. Okay, so they also need payments, right? And then they also will have issues, their billing will be there, we have to check, scrutinize, audit what bill they're giving, is that correct or not, are they adding something. See, it's not always they'll do fraud, but by mistake if they add, we have to validate, right? So they need people here who can validate all of those and then give them in, what is it, process the transactions or payments, etc. Cool. Next, see, every department will have audits. Now bankers do audit very well, because when you're working in bank, you're always dealing with monetary things, right? And when you go to other organizations, they do audit of other things as well. Like for example, say if there is an organization which is dealing with like clothes only, say for example Future, so what they will audit, say in particular category of products, say for example in men's apparels or whatever, t-shirt department for example, there were 100 came and say 30 sold, so remaining should be 70. Now when you audit, you are saying not 70, it's there is 68, that means 2 got lost. So then the auditor will report that okay, 2 is stolen. Now they will then question the store managers, etc. Basis that audit report, that hey, there's 2 got lost, that means you have to improve your security level so that these kind of things should not happen. This is one gap I'm talking about, like that there will be various kind of gaps, but audit is done well by banking professionals because they are auditing inflow outflow of cash. Cool. Now next, dispute. Say for example again, all right, let's take some other example apart from this Future Group or retail industry. Let's take hotel industry. So say for example, when you go to a hotel, you make payment from your card. Sometime what will happen, double debit will happen. Sometime what will happen, you have swiped your card, you are showing the transaction gone, but the hotel will say, hey, I have not received it, right? Now this is called dispute. Okay, so to manage disputes, you need people who know about banking, who know about transactions, payment cycles and all, correct? Especially think about when there are international hotels who are there, when people from one country traveling to another country, and then they are facing, say you are taking a card of SBI Bank using in United States, and there when you're using, say your account got debited twice. Now that's some regional bank in US, which can be cooperative bank of US. Okay, now that's a pretty small bank. How the transaction will happen, who will take care of all those kind of problems? Okay, that means hotel will also need good banking related professionals to manage the international disputes, local disputes as well, so that they can help. Also there are something called chargeback, arbitration, all this kind when there is international transactions involved. Works. Cool. So every organization will also have this kind of departments, disputes kind of. Now see, international bookings of hotel etc is also going through online payment or say online portals, right? Now there is various vendors, third parties involved into it. Like you go to yatra.com, you make a payment from yatra.com, the payment will go to say hotel. Now in between, sometime your transaction will get stuck with Yatra, sometime with the hotel, and to settle all of these they need professionals who know about banking. Clear? Then there is sometimes frauds also happening in various organizations. Like for example, you swapped your card in any of mall or say in Shopper Stop or kind of stuff. You went ahead and you swiped your card. Now from there, say your data is captured in their system, and from there, because they are not bank, right, so they don't have very strong infrastructure to retain the card details etc, right? So some hackers can come and hack their database, steal their informations, and then they can start doing frauds and all. Now say if there is fraud, then they will come back and say, hey, customers will claim, right, yesterday I swiped my card in your shop, now there is another transaction by your shop, tell me where is the money. Now then there is dispute, then somebody should be handling. I'm saying dispute related to finance, okay, which is related to money transactions and all that, and frauds. All right, frauds also related to only card and transactions. So these things needs to be settled by whom? Banking professionals. What I'm trying to say is, you can go to hotel, you can go to automobile, you can go to retail, you can go to hospital, you can go to different kind of industries apart from MNCs as well. So guys, and all of these, I'm just saying, if you have just 1 year of experience, you can start trying. So that's why I'm saying it's very important, guys. You need to understand the importance of these kind of banking programs and how you can build your career. If you focus, and keep your mind very much prepared from the beginning itself, it really help you guys. All the best.